You like my new collection? There you go. You're so smart, baby girl. By Durden. I'm hammered. I'm not hammered. I took some Adderall and Vyvanse and caffeine and B vitamins, some water and sunlight. I got a video up. I did an interview, whatever. I topped it all off with some IPA, motherfuckers. And I'm just glowing with fake light, if you know what I mean. Just artificial happiness. I'm just wonderful. I feel great. I feel great. I'm coming off shitty, ew. I'm coming off like an asshole. Hold on. And these are the things you need to think about when you vlog. You need to stay likable. For example, like throwing the ball for Bonnie. Throw the ball for Bonnie. Hold on, what? I like really don't like myself right now. Give me that. I love you, baby. Yes, I do. Everything's fine. How are you? To be honest, I don't ask that enough, do I? Tell me how you're doing. Tell me what's stressing you out, honestly. I definitely do read the comments, and that's why YouTube is more special than Netflix or anything else. We can talk to each other. Sort of. There is some kind of connection though, because of the comment section. It's also a big reason why a lot of YouTubers are not meant to be in the movies. For me, probably not, yeah. I don't know. I guess, you know, obviously if I was offered a position, I'd say yes. And I've dabbled in random things, you know, as an extra and playing a random part in some indie film, whatever, but I don't know. A lot of YouTubers are just entrepreneurs and they're not artistic. Yeah, it makes me wonder if I could just hire a robot or something to fucking just throw the ball all day for her. That's really all she wants. She wants that more than prime rib on a fucking naked salmon dick. What? Bonnie? Got some sun. Man, I'm a little cherried, aren't I? Went to Venice Beach 2 weeks ago. No, 2 days ago. And 3 days ago. Went with this real cute girl. You know, we've seen each other, but I don't know, 3 or 4 times now, and we like each other. We have sex. She's not gonna know. Well, she might watch this, but you guys will never find her, I promise. I went to Venice Beach and I bought one of those shorts for the first time. Andrew's, well, it'll say like Nick's property or something on the shorts, and we got a little hammered, and I just bought one of those shorts, and then we went to the fucking, got some food, and did I tell you about these movies? Alright, so Fargo has kind of been my default answer for favorite movie of all time. There's so many fucking elements in it, you know? You got the, you know, like the most adorable couple of all time with the female cop and George? Oh, George, or is that his name? Yeah, like, you got Arby on my cheek. And then, but then you also got like the most, and it's compelling because it's a true story apparently, up in Fargo. And you got like this crazy fucking well, the movie, the film, yeah, well, it's just a great story. Yeah, it's a murder mystery, whatever. But the film is so moving because it's like at the end, the couple just like, we did pretty good, Norm. And it's almost like a statement, like for like just simple living and, you know, not being all greedy and shit. There's a line when she's, I guess, spoiler alert, fuck it. You know, it's like 1990s. Don't, I guess at this point, if you haven't seen it, then skip ahead or whatever, but she's driving the bad guy back in the cop car, and she's just like, I don't know. Right now I'm having a hard time remember what she said, but she said something like, all for, you know, you killed some people, what, all for a couple of money or something, all for some money. Sorry, baby girl. So, I don't know, it's when movies like totally speak the truth and it just rings true in every fiber of your body, then you just like, you fall in love. You fall in love with those films. And all of these movies did that for me. Well, and I'd consider Breaking Bad a true, not a true story, but a full, I'd consider it one long film. And I guess actually it is kind of a true story. There's like dealers everywhere or whatever, but baby. Been doing my favorite thing for the last 10 hours. Nothing. It's definitely getting chilly. You gonna focus, bitch? There you go. It's definitely getting chilly. Here in LA. What are you gonna do? What do you want? Hey. I heard rumors of a Breaking Bad movie, but then I finally saw the trailer today and I was like, oh my gosh. It's on YouTube, El Camino. I got this stupid henna tattoo. Came out orange for some reason. The guy gave me orange ink. I don't know. I thought they were always supposed to be black. It's supposed to say no doubt. I don't know if it's like a mirror angle for you guys or no, it's gonna be normal. So I've just been watching Breaking Bad and just doing random stuff, you know. What's new with me? September. I've been having a little drama with some girls lately. I guess that's not new. I don't know. I went to, I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna give any hints or anything. Any situations or anything. But it sucks when you're with someone and you can tell when they really like you and you don't like them, and you don't you're kind of committed to at least be with them for another 3 days because you went to Vegas together. Bing. I should probably tell you about the one that got away too. I feel good about it. I feel like I understand the whole situation and that I have full closure. And I feel like it's finally in the past. Takes me years to get over people. Well, no. Well, this only happens like once a decade. She made it in one of the vlogs. Then I took it down about a month later after we broke up, and I broke up over text. Super cringy. I remember I said, just in the middle of the day, after I had been in that new house, that big old house, empty house in Van Nuys for about a week, and for the last month or so, she had been really, I guess, a little distant, a little mean or whatever, and always getting on my case about stuff, and it was getting more and more what's the right word? It was getting more clear that we're not compatible, but clear that she doesn't like me. She was wearing the pants, and sucks to admit that. And it sucks to feel needy. And I've definitely been in situations where girls are needy towards me, and they're kind of looking, trying to get my eye contact or whatever, and they're just like trying to do whatever they can to make me feel better or whatever, if I'm being quiet or whatever. They're just suffocating me, and I think I kind of suffocated this girl a little bit. So anyway, I broke up with her in the middle of the day. I was like, after I took a hit, huge bowl hit of weed, I was like, what the hell, I don't need this. I don't need this tyranny. So I was like, let's say her name's Rachel. I was like, Rachel, I want to take a break. You're just too bossy and kind of mean. And then I think about 10 minutes later she said, okay, Andrew, if that's what you want. And then I said something like, it's obviously really difficult for me. I'm very torn, but something, I don't remember. And then she's like, well, can we talk tonight? And I was like, maybe. I need to go for a walk. Ugh. So, do not break up over text. It's like the most juvenile, petulant thing you could ever do. And so then I just was like, oh, well, that's that. And I like just tried to, I don't know, because I was so hurt by her over the last like month of being distant and just talking down to me and just obviously not caring. And it was like kind of a slow, it was like kind of a slow breakup of like realizing she doesn't like me anymore. That's the worst. And I just let it all out that day, and it's like, enough. I like wanted to beat her to it, pretty much. The inevitable. So days, like a couple days go by without talking, and then I freak out and I call her. I'm like, Rachel, I made a huge mistake. She doesn't text back, and so I text her like 2 or 3 more times. I call her a couple times, and then I think after an hour of that, she finally was like, I'm with somebody, hold on. And then we talked, and I guess it just sucks because her ego's so big now. See, I don't know if her ego's big or my ego's big, or both our egos are just really big. And maybe that's why I never... I don't know, there's just something so eerie about her that I can't... I've tried to make this video like 5 or 6 times. It's like I can't put it in... It takes a lot to fully tell you about this girl. But it sucks, yeah, because her ego's so big. She's gonna see this and it's just gonna blow it up that much more. So anyway, after that phone call, after a couple days, I think I saw her in person like a week later and walked around the block, and that was kind of like our breakup, pretty much. Like, we just talked it out and like, yeah, we're just not supposed to be together, blah blah blah. So then went on with my life. She went on with her life for the next few months. We went for another coffee like 4 months later. Whatever. The way we met was she DM'd me, and I thought, oh, she's cute, great. And so we got drinks like a month later. She was still living in San Fran at that time, and it went great. We hit it off. She came to life in person. Like, on the Insta, I was like her Instagram didn't do her justice, and I was like, whoa, this girl's really funny. And so we hit it off and we kissed and stuff, and we hung out like 2 more times that week or something while she was visiting LA, and then she went back to San Fran, and she was planning on moving now, like in a few months there to LA, and so we were like texting a lot, like nearly every day, I felt like. So just you know, just the psychological fantasy just of our future, I guess, started to grow early on from there. I kind of just fell head over heels for her from the start. I visited her in San Fran in like November, and then yeah, you really just can't force chemistry, can you? It's like, and it just sucks because they're it really does feel like really rare to find someone that you vibe with. But besides that, you know, she was also gorgeous. And it's really strange, you know, because yeah, she was so she was a TJ. It's totally like productivity, success, accomplishment, and all this stuff, and potential, and just kind of on my case about, did you upload today? Did you write today? And all this stuff. And well, on the surface, you're like, oh, wow, what a bitch. But, you know, years later after the fact, when I look back on it, it's like that year, 2017, I was like so, like going into that house, I was about to just settle down. You know, moving up to Van Nuys with a half pipe and a dog. I was just gonna have the dog, the girl, and the half pipe, and happily ever after, and just whatever, and smoke weed. I was really overweight then, but you know, meeting her wasn't like, it's good that I met her, and it's good that I broke up with her, and it's like a blessing because it yanked me out of this like settled state that I was in, and now I'm like all driven, and I don't know, like I just got off my ass, you know. I just started working out again and just started figuring things out with my channel, and actually pursuing the interviews, and you know, what more is there that I can do for the channel besides pranks. And that whole shift in 2017 was rough. The apocalypse was rough. Just got poor. I was in debt for like months, paying like $3,000 a month for rent. Had to do Postmates, just doing a bunch of vlogs. Then I don't know. Finally figured the interviews out. Moved back to Hollywood. Single bachelor again. I guess what I was trying to say is she was mostly right. She still is mostly right. I am mostly lazy, and I do feel like I have a lot of potential. And she told me that it's frustrating to see me with wasted talent. But the mistake was dragging it out, trying to get back together with her. I should have. Oh yeah, and also the childish way I broke up with her. I should have sat down. Should have talked it out. But yeah, last time I talked to her was, well, so I went all of 2018 without, you know, any contact with her, and then I got really drunk like in January 2019 this year, and texted her like 3 in the morning, just like, hey Rachel, I think it's about time for another walk around the block or something. And she said, this is how bitchy she is. She was like, She's like, LOL, more drama? Or something like that. Just completely careless about my feelings, but you know, it's all, she's just oblivious. She's just like oblivious, and she's just like, I don't know. There's something fucking crazy about her. She really did say like a lot of mean things. But it's over now. I feel like I've learned to let go of the hate. I mean the hurt. Both, I guess, yeah. I Rachel. Have a good life. Thanks for everything. See you when I see you. Okay, my bitch ass goats. Please fuck that like button up in the ass.